Sports. This is the National Football League. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Tennessee Titans.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and for both of these teams that we're going to see, Charles, the future is kind of right now. You know, this is something you only see a handful of times in an NFL season where you've got a rookie quarterback versus a rookie quarterback.
And I think a lot of that has to do with the era we're in now, because our dads, they didn't see rookie quarterbacks go against each other. In fact, it could be 2-3 years before they even saw the playing field. Nowadays, you get drafted, they expect you to play earlier, and these guys as competitors, they'll take their lumps early, but they'd rather be on the field.
They will start this drive with Ford, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. 2nd and 10.
They run with Ford. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. This is Ford. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Back to throw. Sanders. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. On the ground, it's Ford. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Jerome Ford, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the Titans get their first shot on offense. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Pollard again. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun. Moore. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Ward. Boyd coming up with a great catch. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Boyd, 54 yards. And the Titans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
7-7, our score after 1. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. They toss it down to Pollard.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Ward. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Tajay Spears
from 17 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Cleveland offense making their way out.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now Sanders on 1st and 10.
Open man, that's Tillman.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Ford. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good
and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 27. The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Ford. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Throw left side, he's got Tillman. Touchdown! Cedric Tillman,
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
and the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and we are tied at 14. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
First down now, but that clock rolling. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Calvin Ridley, 46 yards.
And the Titans have moved out in front.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Sanders now on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Sanders. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Looking to throw. Sanders, flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Operating from the gun. Sanders eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jerry Jeudy in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Oh, Boyd, what a catch. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Ward now throwing on first down.
To the sideline and incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
A give to Pollard running left. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, Pollard again.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Titans.
42 yards for Tony Pollard. And the Titans are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Back to throw. Sanders escaping the pressure right.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. It's 4th, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Sanders. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Yeah, 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go back to Pollard on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Back to throw.
Moore, a short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
Moore.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Sanders. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score.
Touchdown! Jerome Ford. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So now the Titans down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Ward.
Complete to Boyd.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Here's 1st and 10.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Titans. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
The Browns send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
He's back to throw. Complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Sanders to throw on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, some strong running.
And he will have the Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory. Now they'll change things up.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That is incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Back to throw again.
What an impressive grab by Judy.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Okonkwo.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.